The Knight's Tomb. A group of elves are investigating a tomb somewhere in the Emerald Graves that may hold secrets of great historical significance to the Dalish. Alright, let's go talk to some Dalish elves. It seems like the next logical thing to do. Try not to take too much. Alright, little fall damage. Good thing I have all that bonus armor for no good reason, you know, because if you shoot people with a bow, it increases your armor.
My people built a life here. It must have been something to see.
Aw, see? Solus, you act like you're so distant from elves and stuff like that in some of the conversations, but here you go romanticizing them again, so you can't be all that distant, can you? So, this is the one of the war table missions that showed up on our thing, on our war table, was to reach out to these elves in the area, so I guess we'll see what they have to say to us. And I took the worst route to get here because I walked up the top of the wall instead of going through the doorway. Okay. Anyone around? Guys, any peeps? Oh.
Dalish. They've been murdered.
Uh-oh.
There should be Inquisition soldiers here.
So we sent some Inquisition soldiers to go meet with the Dalish, and we were gonna try to communicate with them, hopefully, and looks like people have been straight up murdered, so I'm sure whatever we find in here is going to be an incredibly positive force, and no one's going to feel really sad. And there's not going to be corpses everywhere. How are we doing on potions? We're doing fine. Can you tell that it's like several days later than when I fought that really hard rift? So this zone is called Dean An, and noticeably has 4 separate layers of map to look at. And we have some sort of quest markers in the area telling what we're going to have to do. And I accidentally swung my weapon, so everyone's in combat mode. Alright. Very cool looking. Everyone's got cool glowy weapons, but it's not an appropriate time to bring them out, is it?
These are our men.
Well, whoever we sent on this mission is dead, so it's good to know that was a suicide mission, completely unexpectedly. The Emerald Knights. Curse the past. The place where lies were born. For beneath their sun our people fall, the lands their lady once bestowed now stolen in her name. So when these words are read, we shall be gone. Dun dun dun. Yeah, Emerald Knights, not a very happy history to be had there. So the stairs look like they're going to take me forward, so take a quick glance around this area that's probably a dead end to see if there's anything I want to check at. Nope, just more debris. Alright, we're definitely going up these stairs. Hopefully we'll find some leftover elf around that can explain what happened exactly, so we can go have our, what I presume is going to be a revenge mission. Oh, there's baddies. Let's take a scouting mission. Alright, Venatori. I guess it's not overly surprising. How many of them are... Oh, and then the Red Templar, it looks like. Looks like we have a Red Templar behemoth over there. Can't look at him directly, but he's there. 2 Venatori here. 1 there. 1 there, so we have... Oh, 1 up there too. So we have 2 ranged and 4 melee Venatori, and there's something... I don't think I can look at it directly from here, but does this guy look different? No, he's just a normal ranged one. He had I thought he had like a crazy spiked helmet, like he was something actually different. So, if I'm lucky, I can initiate the fight with a cool double shot from Sarah, maybe against the enemy ranged character. Can I lock onto him from here? Yes, I can. This guy's boned! Or I'm gonna shoot the wall in front of me. Nope. Oh, I messed up. Oh well. At least he's down. So suck it. Now we'll switch to Solus. Oh, Solus already buried everyone. Good. We'll set up the void pull, so everyone gets pulled into one spot. Let's tell Sarah to back off. It's good to keep shooting, but yeah, we don't want to be right up in there. Ooh, this guy's up in my face. Thankfully, I can just casually pause time for a little while and ruin his day, so enjoy that, asshole. Am I locked onto the wrong guy? No, I'm not. There we go. Yeah, he's not coming after me. Alright, how's Solus doing? I pretty much let Dorian do his own thing. He's the necromancer dude. Really, if he's just using his skills, generally it works out fine. But I think my favorite characters to play in this game are Solus and Sarah. Coincidentally, the only 2 elves in the party. Go figure. I think there might have been a span of like 10 episodes or something where I thought Cole was an elf because he just has that slender, frail look, but he's a weird human spirit that was He's impersonating a tortured prisoner that was starving to death. So that's why he looks like a slender little elf. So what are we gonna find? More bodies. Did we ever find? Oh, there he is. I was kind of wondering, like, what happened to that giant guy? I feel like there was supposed to be more to that fight. Looks like he kind of just wandered off a bit. Can I get a good vantage point to do some cool opening shots? Yes, I can. Oops, I'm getting stuck against the wall now. Oh, yep, I'm shooting a wall. Hang on a second. Gotta get that line of sight cleared up. Hey, Behemoth. How's it going, buddy? You gonna get it? Ah, this wall's ruining my day, isn't it? Okay, I'm having geometry problems, but I got this. Oh god, I'm screwed. Turns out, not such a great time. Okay, I can't see anything right now. Okay, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Everything's cool. How are things with you? I wish you were dead. Can I back off somewhere? I can't really see what I'm doing here. This camera is inside my character. I'm just gonna commit. It seems to be working out. We're just gonna enjoy the cinematic view. A rare first-person perspective in Dragon Age Inquisition. And now he's necromanced. Which is not how you treat a lady. Whoa. Oh, that must have been a behemoth move. So that's why I couldn't see anything, is because behind me there was crazy spikes everywhere. Okay, did I do that, or was that based on a timer? I don't care that much. There's some sort of crystal on the map here. Is it the behemoth? Is he moving? Yeah, it is. Okay, so that thing right there is my target. So let's make him die by undoing my mark. There we go. So is he gonna drop something that tells me what's going on around here? Maybe. Emerald seal.
Maybe we can figure out what they were after.
This is one part of some kind of ceramic Dalish seal.
Corypheus's men had part of a seal. Do they even know what it opens?
Don't care. They want it, we get it first. And we shaft them all for killing people who couldn't fight back.
I mean, yeah, generally a good point from Sarah. Well, Corypheus wants it, so I guess that means we want it. And we'll be faster. Probably because we have a crazy girl that can drink a potion that makes her pause time. That might help with the whole getting there faster. If only she could just mass produce that stuff and just start chugging it all the time. She could just go into a Corypheus fight, shoot him like 17,000 times in the chest before he even realizes we're there, because time travel. I'm sure there's like a resistance that builds up, or she can only her body can only process it every now and then, or something. There's probably some explanation you can make up for that explains why she has a cooldown on that ability. All right, we have a plaque. The Emerald Knights cry for the past. Only there does glory dwell. For here the bow is strung, the sword bequeathed, and vows sworn. So glory was born within the hearts of elves.
The Emerald Knights. They once patrolled the borders of the Dales, protecting the elven people. The Dalish saw them as romantic heroes. The Chantry called them ruthless butchers. I suspect both sides have some element of truth.
Oh, Sarah. I would expect nothing less from you. But yeah, generally, it's always dangerous to romanticize the military of any group, or to overly condemn your opponent's military, and that's often true with modern conflicts too. Is just this idea that like we over barbarize the opponent and over romanticize ourselves, so we think that we often look at our own stuff as being flawless, but the enemy as being ruthless and awful. It's kind of like when someone can be called it's kind of like how depending on a perspective you take, like one person's a terrorist and one person's a revolutionary. Wow, I one-shot that dude. We're having a straight-up stealth section right now. Okay, I'll take it. Search. Game, I hate to break it to you, but this is like episode 109 of a series. I know how to search things, but thanks for the warning. Thanks for just deciding to bring that pop-up back up. Alright, what do we find? What do you have here? Emerald Seal. Alright. 2 out of 9. Progress. Is this a supply cache? I don't need that right now. Maybe later. The Emerald Knights. Sing for the past, where rests those who came before. For each night a seed was sown, roots twisting with their brothers and sisters, so the forest grew, a reflection of our might. Our might for hire. So just, it seems to be pieces of a song, basically. Can I break? Let's go to Vasti real quick, see if I can break this at all. Nope, it's just a wall. Alright, good to know. Whenever I have a conspicuous looking wall that looks different from everything around it, I just assume that, hey, maybe the warrior can break it or something. It happens. Though it does usually have the bash prompt, but you know, just gonna check. So they haven't seen me yet. There's clearly oh, it's a spellbinder. Let's ruin this guy's day before he gets to react. So if I can kill him fast enough, I can stop him from oh no! Time travel! Come on, finish him! Oh, we're getting there. Oh, he teleported, didn't he? Is he still there? I can't tell. Is he alive? Crap, I think he's still... Oh, no, he's not alive. That's, he's necromance. The necromancer duplicated him. Okay, I saw the figure still there, and I was like, oh, shit, I didn't get him. I'm screwed. Well, I mean, not screwed. I was gonna be fine, but, my plan was just to kill him before the fight starts. It just seemed like a good move. Speaking of spellbinders that get shot by shit. Hello, friend. You having a good time? I'm just gonna go ahead and pause time for a bit while I make sure that you're taken out before you do anything else. There we go. We have fun here. The fun part about pausing time to shoot somebody is that if they're a stealth character, you could get them while they're out of stealth and wail on them enough that they don't get a chance to go back into stealth because they can't react in time. It is nice. It's neat that it's a pretty genuinely different mechanic. The idea of basically pausing everybody else in the fight except for yourself. The idea is supposed to be that she's processing stuff so fast like she has impossible speed, but of course gameplay-wise that just means slowing everyone else down. It's just how video games work. Arlathan, Part 1. Before the ages were named or numbered, our people were glorious and eternal and never changing. Like the great oak tree. They were constant in their traditions, strong in their roots, and ever reaching for the sky. They felt no need to rush when life was endless. They worshipped their gods for months at a time. Decisions came after decades of debate, and an introduction could last for years. From time to time, our ancestors would drift into century-long slumber, but this was not death, for we know they wandered the fate in dreams. In those ages, our people called all the land Elvenon, which in the old language means place of our people. And at the center of the world stood the great city of Arlathan, a place of knowledge and debate, where the best of the ancient elves would go to trade knowledge, greet old friends, and settle disputes that had gone on for millennia. But while our ancestors were caught up in the forever cycle of ages, drifting through life at what we today would consider an intolerable pace, the world outside the lush forests and ancient trees was changing. The humans first arrived from Parvalan to the north. Called Shemlin, or Quicklings, by the ancients, the humans were pitiful creatures whose lives blinked in an instant. When they first met the elves, the humans were brash and warlike, quick to anger and quicker to fight, with no patience for the unhurried pace of elven diplomacy. But the humans brought worse things than war with them. Our ancestors proved susceptible to human diseases, and for the first time in history, elves died of natural causes. What's more, these elves who spent time bartering and negotiating with humans found themselves aging, tainted by the humans' brash and impatient lives. Many believe that the ancient gods had judged them unworthy of their long lives and cast them down among the Quicklings. Our ancestors came to look upon the humans as parasites, which I understand is similar to the way the humans see our people in the cities. The ancient elves immediately moved to close Elvenon off from the humans, for fear that this quickening effect would crumble their civilization. The fall of Arlathan, as told by Girashirel, keeper of the Ralafaran clan of the Dalish elves. I gotta say, whenever we hear about ancient elves and their seeming immortality and endless lives and stuff like that, like it kind of sounds fictional. I mean, like obviously this is all fiction, but I mean like it almost seems like in the context of Dragon Age even it might be fictional. Like the story is so fairy tale like and nonsensical, and it's difficult to process the idea of like people moving so slow that they're basically fucking geology and not even people anymore. It's hard to process the idea, like reconcile those sort of concepts to the point where it makes me wonder, like maybe the elves are clinging to a past that never truly existed. It's hard to tell because we're talking about a time so far back that we didn't even have dates yet, so it's like prehistory. The type of time period that you would have like be talking about Odin and stuff like that. Like, I mean, that's the type of stuff that was once thought of as probably being real, but what if it never was? Alright, we probably need this guy to drop something, so let's go ahead and cancel out his life bond. Hello, Solus. This is gonna be my third seal. Yep, there we go. Figured as much. Oh, making sounds. What's making sounds? Don't do that. I don't like your sounds, or they're unappreciative. Let's cycle back. It looks like I'm missing a seal, so it's probably, I would guess, up on this floor somewhere where I have not yet been. Ooh, a mosaic piece. 7 out of 12 on an invasion. We're making progress on so many mosaics. Mosaic pieces, the mosaics must be shown somewhere in Skyhold. Maybe I've seen them before and I've forgotten since where I found them. But I'll have to take a look around. Somewhere around here? Oh, further? This pot probably? Yep. Alright, Emerald Seal, 4 out of 9. Because I am on top of this shit. Okay. So probably going to go up the stairs and to the right. It's probably where we continue from here. We have 5 seals to go and a handful of Red Templars and Venatori to destroy. You know, the usual, no big deal. I'm sure they'll be happy to see me. Take a look around here, because it looks like I think this is closed off. No, this one's not closed off. But I don't think I've been on the right side yet, so even if there's not any more pieces of the seal, there could still be other things, like whatever's on this body. Cool, a porcelain cameo, that's exciting. Something to sell for a few dollars. This just takes me back to where I started? Yeah. Mysterious wooden board of platforming. Like we're playing Dying Light in this game now. Okay. Head right on upstairs and see who we have to fight next. I hope there's a boss of some kind around here. Just some sort of final dude that's like some sort of interesting combat scenario, or at least. Is that going to be another? I wonder if that's going to be another floor altogether. Ooh, good thing we brought a rogue around for this. Use your fine tools and quick hands. Got this? Ooh. It is funny watching the door open like that, because it's just so mechanical and perfect of a motion, and it's such a heavy door that it should not move that way. Oh, cool. A very not good bow. Good to know. It's an interesting scenario having Varric as a rogue. I'm just looking at the thing where it says like not. It's like rogue only, not for Varric. It leads to an interesting power balance that's different from class to class, because it means when you're getting equipment, weapons, you only have to figure out who gets them between Sarah and Cole, assuming they're even both in your party in the first place. Meanwhile, there's 3 mages and 4 warriors in my party, so there's quite the hierarchy of warrior army across my group. And whereas all my individual mages are all relatively powerful because they have specialized weapons that can't really be interchanged with each other. So at least a different situation. Because I have multiple warriors that have kind of crappy gear, because I'm not about to spend resources to overgear more characters than I can even have in my party at once, because I'm never gonna. It makes no sense to go into any difficult situation that actually requires party composition with 4 warriors, as far as I know. I think the only class you can get away with spamming is mages. Rogues you absolutely cannot, because they have no defensive capabilities. Warriors at least have armor. They're build-up of guard. We're in the hollowed tombs. The build-up of guard of warriors is handy, and but I think the most replenishable defense has to be something. Oh, that's a ladder over there. The most replenishable defense has to be the mage barrier. So having 4 mages all with barrier, especially if 2 of them are knight enchanters or something, now that could be something. The Emerald Knights, forget not the past, it is all that remains. For each night a seed was sown, roots twisting with their brothers and sisters, so the forest remains a reflection of our sorrow. There's another one down there too. So these all have to be parts of an extended Emerald Knight mantra of some kind. Much like the Grey Warden song about, you know, in death, sacrifice, and all that. Ooh, where's this one? Oh right, this is a Emerald Seal piece. Somewhere around. Just look for a pot, I assume. Where's the pot? Where's the pot? Oh, whoa, there we go. There's the pot. Called it. 5 out of 9. Alright, 4 to go. Probably going to fight for the rest of them. I'm just going to go ahead and continue down this side since I've already found my way up here. to see what kind of secrets we might be able to find. Aw, it's a sconce. I wish it almost... Like, is that full of oil or something? I wish I could light that. This is the kind of dark area I would love to be able to light a bunch of torches in. So we have very interesting looking, like almost dragon scale looking door patterns. That's interesting. Oh, and we have a veil. Well, that's mystery solved on this one. Gee, I wonder where I take this torch to get my rune. Could it be that one right there? Oh, there's multiple ones. Let's maybe examine it with Sarah to figure out what I'm doing here. Epitaphs for the lost. Neat, tight script preserves a final epitaph for the fallen. Fire stirred even an impatient heart, but she would not be moved. Siona Falandin Anaseral Anaste. Can you translate that, Solus? Did I just screw up by not doing that as him? I thought that when I inspected it, it might be clear that it's somehow puzzle related, but it looks like it's just... I get a couple runes here, maybe. Epitaphs for the lost. Arrows along the spine, the child cried, sheltered by his form. Talim Falandin en Asal el Naste. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I don't know what it means. We have another door to open. Oh, hey, we'll let Sarah do it. I might be able to beat it down with Vasti if it doesn't require deft hands and fine tools, but might as well just let Sarah do her job if she's going to be here, right? There's an actual torch in here. So I seem to be circumventing the room. Clearly downstairs is where all the combat's going to be. Going around up here is giving me a handful of rewards as I proceed. Life Ward Amulet, alright. I don't tend to use items that break. Like I've never used a crystal weapon in Dark Souls, which you cannot repair, so when they hit 0 durability, they're gone forever. And I've never... there's probably a specific way of getting around that at some point, but I've never used it. Wait, what happened? Did that item disappear? Okay, I never got a loot animation, but the loot's gone, as far as I can tell. Weird. Let's have some fun up here. I'm in a high spot. Sarah probably gets an altitude bonus to damage if I built her the way I usually build my bow rogues. So I can have some fun here if I just open up with a shot. Maybe hop up a second. Very carefully hop up on top of this rail. Hey, friend, you're gonna get wrecked. You call yourself a marksman. I'm a marksman. Oh crap, they noticed me. Hey guys. Ow. 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 Rude. Everyone keep portaling me. Everyone keep Sarah safe. She's gonna DPS like hells. Like hells of DPs. So much deeps. Is she shooting the wall right now? God damn it. Platforming's hard. Okay. Oh, it's a mage. Gotta ruin that mage's life. There we go. You enjoy that damage, sir? You having fun with that? Huh? Long shot, motherfucker. Yeah, you thought you could your bubbles are nothing to me. Alright. Moral of the story is Sarah's scary. Oh god, don't fall. You know what'd be really scary is that fall. Not be very good for your legs. Is that... Oh, the loot's spawning up here instead of down there. That's weird. There was a behemoth, but I guess he wandered off. I was gonna try to fight everybody. I saw a behemoth down there. Or whatever they're called. The bad guys. I saw the bad guy down there, and I saw... Am I filling up on items? What's going on there? Not available while under attack. Am I full on items right now? I couldn't... I saw a red inventory count, but I clicked too fast to see if I was at 90 out of 90. I shouldn't be at 90 out of 90 because I emptied my inventory fairly recently. Well, they're not going to come out. I might have to drop down. Ah, I was enjoying the idea of just spam shooting everybody. Alright, so Sarah's gonna jump down, so let's bubble her real quick. So that the bubble hopefully takes the damage for me. Oh god! Hello, friend! Hello, friend, how are you doing today? Fucking full draw. Doing some damage. Some hells of deeps. Alright, I'm gonna stealth. It'll hopefully help out as I cross this ladder here. Alright, hey guys, don't mind me. Just gonna do some cool backflips. It's so sweet. Can he see me? I'm dealing damage to him right now, I think, so I think this is working out. I'm just gonna go ahead and commit. I have no idea where the rest of my party is right now. I think they must... Maybe they're still upstairs and haven't found a way down. But it turns out, Sarah's scary. Sarah was never the most agreeable. I'm forgetting the lyrics to that song, actually. Where's the tank? He was, like, right here. Now he's not right here. That's, like, different and stuff. they fighting up there? How did I get up there? That's weird. Oh no! I'm at 90 out of 90. How did I get a full inventory? I sold so many things before I entered the zone, and I've somehow filled up. Oh, hello, friend. Just hanging out. You having a good time? You like to chill? You like to chill? Just gonna wander over here for a second, if you don't mind. Yeah. All right. Let's have some fun. Mash that triangle button. Oh, didn't work. Okay, fine. Well, I can wait for some of my power to come back. Long shot. Long shot. Long shot. Long shot. So what happened there is I poisoned my weapon, then I used the fire flask so that my attack wouldn't create a cooldown, and I just spammed long shot. Hey, this just turned into a solo playthrough of playing as a rogue apparently, because my party is not teleporting down here, and I'm just not really doing anything to rectify that, because I could make them show up here, I'm sure. Alright, so...
I believe I sense one of the artifacts of my people.
There we go. Oops, I stealthed for no reason. My bad. Don't mind me. Just fucking up. Oh, he's in stealth mode. Spooky, scary stealth mode. Spooky, where'd he go? Damn it, I just used my fire flask. That's when I'm supposed to be able to attack you. Where are you going, buddy? I can't see you anywhere. Oh, I saw him. I see you. You'd be so dead if I could aim this like a first-person shooter. But I can't really shoot you directly, so I'd really... Ow, dick. Get away from me. You get away from me right now. Nope! Well, so much for that. Let's go ahead and... put down your weapon real quick so I can heal. Well, I figured I'd freeze time while he was out of stealth mode, but he went right back into stealth mode. Do I have an AoE? Not really. I can 1,000 cuts this asshole if he shows up again. Where is he? Where are you, you pesky sons of a bitch? Oh, he's up in my he's up in my business. He's up in my business. Oh, this is rude. How dare you? Okay. Full drum, motherfucker. Okay. That's not good. Let's do a quick heal. Where the hell's... Wow. Rogue versus rogue combat. This is why they paid me the big bucks. Oh, he's not dead yet. I'll fix that. I killed him with the power of drugs. Yeah. Okay, I can't really bash that without Vasti, so I'm going to need him to show up if I'm going to proceed in that direction. But there's other things to do. Okay, I can't get the item because it's behind a wall, I assume. Probably behind the bash wall, actually. See what the note says? Arlathan Part 2. You ask what happened to Arlathan. Sadly, we do not know. Even those of us who keep the ancient lore have no record of what truly happened. What we have are accounts of the days before the fall, and a fable of the whims of the gods. The human world was changing even as the elves slept. Clans and tribes gave way to a powerful empire called Tevinter, which, and for what reason we do not know, moved to conquer Elvenan. When they breached the great city of Arlathan, our people, fearful of disease and loss of immortality, chose to flee rather than fight, with magic, demons, and even dragons at their behest. The Tevinter Imperium marched easily through Arlathan, destroying homes and galleries and amphitheaters that had stood for ages. Our people were corralled as slaves, and human contact quickened their veins until every captured elf turned immortal. The elves called to their ancient gods, but there was no answer. As to why the gods didn't answer, our people left only a legend. They say that Fen-Haral, the Dreadwolf, and Lord of Tricksters approached the ancient gods of good and evil and proposed a truce. The gods of good would remove themselves to heaven, and the lords of evil would exile themselves to the abyss, neither group ever again to enter the other's lands. But the gods did not know that Fen-Haral had planned to betray them, and by the time they realized the Dreadwolf's treachery, they were sealed in their respective realms, never again to interact with the mortal world. It is a fable, to be sure, and those elves who traveled the beyond claim that Fen-Haral still roams the world of dreams, keeping watch over the gods lest they escape from their prisons. Whatever the case, Arlathan had fallen to the very humans our people had once considered mere pests. It is said that the Tevinter Magisters used their great destructive power to force the very ground to swallow Arlathan whole, destroying aeons of collected knowledge, culture, and art. The whole of elven lore left only to memory. The fall of Arlathan is told by Gisharil, keeper of the Relafren clans of the Dalish Elves. Let's have some fun sci-fi explanation for this. So, the elves They saw gods that were theirs, and they were immortal. And the moment they made contact, so I can't pick this up. My inventory's full. How'd that happen? I don't know how that filled. But let's. Oh wow, that takes me back outside. Well, I don't want to go there right now, but interesting that I can just wander off, I guess. Also, my party's still not here, but we'll deal with that later. To just have some fun with the theory here. I wonder if I can actually break this open though, real quick. Hit. Oh, hey, look, a warrior. There he is. I guess we're back to having a party in this game. I'm a sci-fi fan. I like to come up with weird explanations for some of the stuff of how things work in these games. So let's come up with a weird sci-fi explanation for the elves. Let's say, because they had visions of gods, and they were immortal, what if there was a symbiotic relationship with a parasite in their body?
The wards are functioning again.
What if they had a parasite within themselves? Epitaphs for the lost, not but blood... Not but blood and torn flesh, but a mother knows her child. Soran Falundin El Nasal Anaste. In my head, I'm thinking, what if there was a parasite of some kind, a symbiotic creature, inside the elves' bodies? In basically all of them, kind of like how you hear that like there's parasites like basically every cat in the world has, just at birth, and they kind of pass them on to humans, but they don't necessarily do anything. Emerald seal. What if there's parasites in all of the elves, and the parasite, say it gains something from them, it saps their strength in some way. Maybe it affects their evolution. Maybe the energy that it steals from them is why elves are small, sickly-looking, pale creatures. Is our explanation for how the parasite is feeding itself. But in return, it actually keeps the elf healthy and alive, and so we end up with elves that are immortal, as far as people can tell, because this parasite inside of them, while it feeds on them and stunts their growth, keeps them alive. But then, let's say that humans show up with their own diseases and so on, and on contact. Hang on a second. Epitaphs for the lost, frail, faltering in the darkness, though imperfect, her voice a balm. Andrael, Falundin, and Asel Anaste. Let's say that the humans show up with their own biology, their own germs, their own bacteria that makes up so much of their body, because you hear about how much the human body is bacteria and stuff like that. What if, on contact, our stuff spreads to the elves, and we kill the parasite within them? And so, just like that, they lose their... Okay, if this guy's just gonna show up like an asshole, I'm just gonna be like, AoE, motherfucker! Enter stealth now, huh? Sound like fun now? Like yak showing up around here? Blow that fucker up. Okay, how's that working out for you now, huh? Alright, now it's just over. Okay. What's this down here? Oh, that's the torch. We're fine. Oh, another spot to energize. Right, we need a mage.
Perhaps if I made an attempt.
So I'm thinking, like, they have this parasite that stunts their growth but makes them basically immortal, and then that parasite's killed by human germs on contact, very quickly spreads to the entire elven population, because a non-lethal, I mean, this is technically a lethal thing if it's taking them from immortal to non-immortal, but a non-lethal bacteria could easily spread through an entire population on a global scale. The Emerald Knights mourn for the past and all that was left there. For we trusted in dreams and perceived immortality, we trusted in promises and in hope. So we dreamed in vain, for we lost these gifts long ago. And you want to talk about the idea of like a bacteria or a parasite that's like sapping strength from somebody. Aside from their small, like they're these like gauntly, like pale creatures. Like if you look at a dwarf, they're shorter than normal, but they're like these they're very broad. They look like what you'd expect like a short person to look like. They're stout. Elves are like very gangly and strange looking, especially since they all look like that. It's not just individuals. Like you see weird skinny people in normal life, but they're not like an entire race of people. And then you have them going to sleep for 100 years or 1,000 years at a time. What if that sleep is their body recovering from the fact that so much strength has been sapped from them at that point? It's a relatively reasonable explanation. And so, and as a side effect of this situation, a lot of viruses, there's a lot of bacteria and funguses and other parasitic and symbiotic creatures that basically make people hallucinate or engage in some forms of mind control. Like, you may have heard of, like, there's the famous, like, fungus that makes ants. It makes ants commit suicide by going up to the, because the parasite multiplies by going through the digestive system of a bird, so it goes into an ant and then tricks them into letting the creature multiply by going through a bird. Like, it basically makes the ant commit suicide by getting eaten by the bird. And that seems like a good idea to the ant at the time. It's like, what if to condition the what if to condition the elves into not questioning their condition of, like, why are we not dying? Why don't we age? Why do we look strange? What's going on with us? What if I don't need a Raider Bull. What if after that lasts for so long, what am I trying to say? Like, because it has to make them not question this and try to fight against this new changes to their body, what if it made them hallucinate? What if it gave them these false feelings of some great supernatural presence? What if the elven gods were a hallucination brought on by a parasite? And that's why they seem to have vanished the moment that the elves lost their immortality. Because the parasite dies, they lose their immortality, and at that exact moment, first of all, where am I going right now? Is there one, do I have to go way down there? 8 out of 9, so the last one seems to be way down there. Okay. I need to figure out where I was trying to go next. So, humans show up, their bacteria kills the elven parasite, they lose their immortality, they lose their connection to these gods that may or may not have existed. It's also a good explanation for how many gods are involved in the story, because like, you have the Andrastan gods, you have the Tevinter gods, but when you look at the Andrastan and Tevinter religions, there seem to be suggestions that the Tevinter and Andrastan gods are just the same people, like, interpreted differently, to the point, like, there's such an emphasis on duality there that they even have a male and female divine, just for the sake of being contrarian with each other at that point. So they could easily be worshipping the same gods if we are to believe that the gods really exist. But then in the case of the elves, like, yeah, a parasite that brings upon grand delusions, it could explain why they believe in these gods and why they vanish so suddenly. I'm immediately poking holes in my thought process, though. Like, by the way, I'm not taking this too seriously. I'm just having fun with this concept because I love these kinds of concepts, and that's, Jesus Christ, so much fan theory. I mean, people get mad at me for not speculating enough during Dark Souls. Well, here's me speculating in Dragon Age. Here's the massive problem with my strategy, is that what's going on with, when we went to the, was it called Halam Sharal? I'm forgetting names now, but during, what Pride had wrought, we drank from the Great Pool or whatever, and we had what seemed like an elven god show up at that exact moment to save us. So what if my theory is correct, well, which admittedly is not necessarily even a theory, but just a fun concept to play around with in my head. If we were to believe in the parasite concept, then what the hell was that crazy water creature that helped us? Because that doesn't seem like a parasitic organism. It seems like a god character. So that's not something I thought about at first. But anyway, I'm having fun with this concept. I think that's as far as it's going to go, though. That was a fun little diversion. It was more fun than talking about what was happening around me, because Lord knows, talking about the history of, like, the lost of, I mean, some people don't like my tangents, but I guess that's not a super big tangent, because it was also, I just read 2 codex entries about the loss of immortality of the elves, so that was all related to that anyway. But definitely more fun talking about that speculation than running through this tomb fighting more boring-ass Venatori, just hanging out being dick-ass Venatori. Get it? We're terrible people.